Trading usually start with a setup, signal, entry, and then the account balance. And the reason for this is because we don't usually want to do this. Consult. And if you don't consult, this is what usually happens. You'll be watching the market much, much, much more different than you would when you're watching a tennis. But anyway, let's solve that today. So we're going to look at the pound movements. So I've marked a few pound pairs here, including GBP USD. So starting with GBP USD, we have on the weekly, there's a strong break to the downside here. And then we have this as our weekly low. And then these are the weekly low. Okay. So from here, we just need to switch to a smaller time frame and begin to study price from here, because if you do your analysis, you will realize this is also a supply area because of this candle, or what you would call your fair value gap. But on a weekly, meaning we want to see a retest into this area, and then we can continue to sell. If that is the case, we need to come to a lower time frame and then picture the whole thing, how it could move, because we have broken below here. The next thing which usually comes into people's mind is, how do I trade a sell here? The answer is very simple. What you want to do is come to a lower time frame, say the 1 hourly, whatever time frame it is, and then picture this as a high. Where the market broke off from becomes the high. And if that is the case, what you want to do here, want to wait for price to come into this area, gives you a reversal pattern. The moment you get a reversal pattern, that is when you can want to now enter, because this is the right consultation, and this will help you avoid this thing here. Talking of another pound pairs, because we have many of them here, let me go to GJ, and I also break it down from the weekly, and then we see a good trading opportunity. So, okay, GJ on the weekly, you see here we are clearly bearish. Of course, we have a high here that we wanted price to come into, but then we have a structural break here. So meaning we could actually have another pullback into that area. So when I come to, then I don't want to forget marking my lows. So meaning if I come to a lower time frame, so the same way GU is actually looking like that also, GJ is looking like that. So meaning this will be the next area in which I want to see a trend continuation to the downside. So I'm not just going to jump into these trades when they reach here. I will do that with caution. Talking of another pound pair, which will be GBP CAD, which is also looking very, very good, especially from the weekly, and then doing that. So if you what you need to learn from here is that if you are going to trade a pound pair, look at the other complementary pound pairs. What are the other pound pairs looking like? And then you get to choose which one you would, and then they will get to confirm themselves. Anyway, talking of this is definitely our highs. We sell high, and then we look to buy low. But then now we have a price difference here. Structure has been broken. So you can see the whole of last week, the pound has actually been bearish. That's why you see a bearish candle on every pound pair, meaning the pound has actually been weak. So CAD is stronger than the pound, the Swiss is stronger than the pound, the dollar is stronger than the pound. So the pound has been weak. So we want to hope for a pound weakness continuation. So for us to do that, we need to analyze the market more critically and then patiently. So looking at GBP CAD again from the 4-hourly time frame, we just bring something to your attention. If you look at this critically, you will see that this is your head, your left shoulder, your right shoulder, a break of the neckline, then possible retest of the next neckline. Somebody will say, no, I don't trade break and retest, head and shoulders. I trade demand and supply. Okay, here is your supply area. Okay. So it's not about the strategy which is powerful, it's about the money, and the money comes from buying high, buying low, selling high. So your supply area, meaning there could be a potential reversal from here, and that is what we shall be able to see. So somebody says I trade ICT and smart money concept. This is your fair value gap. Okay. So it's as simple as that. So you want to wait for confirmation. So this is what we have on the pound. So the rest of the signals, when they're ready, they will be sent into the group, but this is what we want to trade going on to this year. and starting with the pound and all of that.